What is going on YouTube? Hitting back making another brand new crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, as well as the S&P 500. As you guys know, I like to do a different cryptocurrency here on the channel every single week with your guys' help. So definitely make sure to comment your favorite altcoin down in the comment sections below so I can pick one and review it in next week's videos. More importantly, we are going to be starting live streams very soon here on the channel. I'm very excited. I haven't really gone all the way in on doing live streams in a long time. It's been probably like 2 or 3 years since we've actually got a setup going for live streams, but things have changed and I do want to do this, probably one coming out next week. So get ready and be prepared for those because they're going to be pretty intense in regards to the market. So stay tuned for that. More importantly, what we're going to be looking at in today's video is with this market, which I believe is starting to correct lower. Now, it's really just Ethereum that's breaking through its bottom support levels, which is a big sign and could be foreshadowing the rest of the market overall correcting through its bottom support. We have a lot of cryptocurrencies retesting that support level as I speak, and prices are starting to break through it as we've been calling here on the channel. So if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, make sure to watch to the end of today's video, join us at Discord as it is completely free with over 1,500 active community members. Link in the description, and let's jump into today's episode. Alright guys, so to start, top 10 cryptocurrencies, everything is once again in down. This is another day of just red across the board. We're down probably about 3% overall with top 10 cryptocurrencies. Yeah, everything I would say on average is down about 3%. Doge is down 7%. We have XRP down 2%, Bitcoin down 2%, Ethereum 2.3%, and that's pretty much how it's been trading for the past couple of days. You can see overall within the week, we're down about 10, 11, 18, 19, 20% in regards to like the top 10 cryptocurrencies. Things are really starting to correct and dip lower. Now, I really want to go in depth into this, and there's so much information. I'm going to, try to condense it into a 10-minute video. But as you guys can see, a quick walkthrough of these cryptocurrencies, just take a look at something here. Notice how most of these cryptocurrencies have some sort of massive descending fractal here. You can see it on Dogecoin very easily. Bitcoin has a descending fractal here as well. We have Ethereum hitting some sort of descending fractal with a bottom support level, and XRP has the same very similar open mouth descending fractal that's correcting lower. Now, as you guys can see on Ethereum has this a support here, and honestly, we could probably move this lower here. It is a big possibility. I can leave this here for right now as prices are dropping through it, and then I can set another one up at this bottom support. And why I'm doing this is it's pretty much right where the market was broken through. You can see this is where we reversed right out of. So this acts as another support for the coin. And this is pretty much a guarantee that if we break through here, we're entering that short market. It also makes sense with the time lapse or with the timing for these other cryptocurrencies for the percentage difference from bottom support for XRP, for Bitcoin. Dogecoin pretty much just broke through. But yeah, there's a lot of these reversals forming right now. So there's a lot of things we have to talk about here. So to start with XRP, you guys can see, and I'll overlap this into the other cryptocurrencies, Dogecoin has this descending fractal. Prices have been creating these lower high formations where for the longest time prices basically are correcting lower, and the new highs are lower than the prior high, and you can see the new lows are lower than the prior low, and this ultimately is sending some sort of stair step downwards trend into bottom support. And you can see bottom support seems to be right at about 56 cents. We could move this lower. I mean, we could move it like this. There's a reason I have it a little higher. It's because of how we've been acting, in the past with these bottom supports. It's very possible we could drop this a little bit lower here. I mean, we really could. I don't see how it would make that much of a difference. I'm going to leave it at the top here. That I'm not too worried. Overall, regardless of how these patterns form, when these other major cryptocurrencies decide to break bearish and break through their bottom support, it doesn't matter where this bottom support is on XRP, but all the cryptocurrencies will signal XRP to pull back. But ultimately, once bottom support is broken on XRP, there's really not much support levels. The low there helping it sustain its uptrend, and ultimately it's probably going to break with big volume leaving the market. So if we correct below 54 cents, expect to see a short possibility all the way to 26 cents. So how does this correlate with the other cryptocurrencies? So because we have pretty much this bottom support and that there's really not much level of ground to cover, you can see Ethereum is doing the same thing. So Ethereum also has this like open mouth descending fractal. Prices retested the top and have corrected lower. We're also creating these lower highs and lower low formations, and as you can see, we're getting very close to retesting this bottom support here. Notice something as well. Notice how in the past we've used this as a support prior. We've used it as a support and a resistance where prices have had a lot of trouble breaking through this and clearing to higher ground, and you can see very similar, the same exact pattern is happening right now where the prices are not able to break through the support, and you can see we're getting very close to retesting this as I'm speaking, and very soon we are going to bottom out and retest this bottom support. We'll have a decision to make. Are we going to break through it and correct lower, or are we going to reverse out of it and start to see another retest of top resistance and correct lower? At some point, this bottom support, if we don't start the reversal and the uptrend back up, it is going to break and we are going to see a big dip. So it's not just XRP that has this support level at the bottom here, but it's also Ethereum, and I'm about to show you the other cryptocurrencies doing the same thing. So Bitcoin is another very honest, obvious movement. Now this is the daily. The only interesting thing is on the daily here, you can see how we're getting very close to being oversold on the daily charts. But if we extend out to the weekly, you can see there's a little more ground that we have left to cover. And if you extend even more out to the monthly, you can see we have plenty of room to reverse right back down to our bottom support here, which you can see on this uptrend isn't really something that we want to see. It'd be nice if we were able to hold support a little bit higher, maybe at $20,000 and call that the bottom, but there's a big chance with this support level the lowest we could move to is potentially like $8,500, and that would complete this big break to the downside. As you guys know, hopefully you understand, this is just the beginning. We've only had about 4 months of a major correction. Notice how long other breakouts or breakdowns in bear markets have taken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They've taken 11, 12, 13, maybe 13 or 14 months of consolidation prior to lifting back up. And then the same thing applied itself again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, maybe 15 months of consolidation and correction, and then we eventually lifted back up. So we could see another 9 or 8 months of this consolidation, retest support, and then start to lift back up and head even higher to like $60,000 to $75,000, if not to $100K. So I'm not worried about the long-term movements of Bitcoin. I believe very strongly that we're going to be heading back up to $100K or retest $100K as a new high. But for, right now, temporarily, there's plenty of room for us to correct lower. And you can see, also notice on the monthly where we actually moved to. We moved back down to about 50 or 42 on the relative strength indicator before we start to reverse back upwards, about 47. And we're currently trading at 60. So there is quite a bit of room of correction left for Bitcoin's monthly charts to move down to. Now, with that being said, we could halt at maybe $12,000, or we could halt at like $18,000 if it pulls us, a lot lower down on the relative strength indicators. But short term, looking at what exactly is going to be happening now, I do believe the next retest is going to be closer to $24,000 to $20,000 between those levels, and I do believe we're going to see this reversal. Looking back at the daily now, once we clear this 30K support level, because as you guys can see, lower highs is a constant thing for Bitcoin. And honestly, the second we come to retest here, once again, the decision will have to be made whether or not we're going to reverse out of it, head back up to 40K, or break through it and correct lower. Now, the interesting thing is because we're so low now on the relative strength indicator, once we break through this, we might actually come to a halt, and we might come back up and trade at 30K here and then head lower. There's a big chance of doing so. But ultimately, this is the support level that has to be retested before we can see any certainty of prices going too short all the way down to 20K. Notice Dogecoin as well has a major descending fractal on it as well, creating lower highs and lower lows. And once again, it was very renounced that we were going to see corrections back to the downside. We had our uptrend broken, we had our downtrend that has yet to be broken, and prices have literally just been sent stumbling all the way back down to bottom support. So there's a big chance that within this market here, we're going to see correction back down to 8 cents on Dogecoin overall. Weekly looks okay, trading at about 50 on the RSI. This is just the brink, guys. This is just the beginning where prices have just had a bearish cross on the MACD on the weekly. we could easily see that pull back right down to 8 cents. Granted, that's where the moving averages and our bottom support, because there's no support levels on the way up. So I am anticipating big reversals coming soon. Now, honestly, every time we become oversold, we're going to see some consolidation. We may fall a little bit lower, trade outwards, trade to 16 cents, or head back up to retest top resistance, just to give ourselves some more ground to basically pump or dump lower. So it's unfortunate. It's a lot of fun. But that's ultimately where I predict most of this crypto market to be moving to. A lot of these cryptos are going to be correcting lower. Short-term target analysis for where we're going to be moving to all depends on how we react with this 30K support. Regardless, when prices come back down and retest 30K for Bitcoin, it's going to be a signal of buy-in, regardless of the direction that we move to. Because if we retest 30K, we wick below it, we close back above here, or we just retest and we close above, there's a good chance we can buy in long and leverage it either up to 32K, or it breaks through and we head all the way up to 40,000 or maybe $36,000. Regardless, there's going to be a big reversal and volume will come back in with a target of potentially 40K, breaking through this downtrend here. So regardless of direction, this support is major key. I will be buying in once we see this support level retested. If we close below here, even the slightest bit, we're anticipating a short. It could either send us down to 27K, we'll obviously be extremely oversold, need consolidation back to 30, but eventually start to, break down and head lower. Or we can bounce off and head up. So regardless, there's going to be big volume moving in. It's going to clear this descending fractal, and it all depends on retesting support, and that's going to end very soon. There's not much, longer of a wait. You can see we're pretty much at the end for XRP. We're at the end pretty much. Oh no, there's some time left for Ethereum, but Doge is at the end as well. So there's big chances of shorts coming very soon. It will send the market into a daily oversold, which is okay. We'll see maybe a couple of days of consolidation and then proceed to head lower. Otherwise, guys, I've been using BitYard to basically trade all the cryptocurrencies. Not only do I use the demo account to leverage trade and test my skills, but when I'm ready, which I have been for a while, but I always refer you guys to use the demo account just to learn how to trade crypto on this website and then move to the live. You can basically leverage trade, buy long, sell short. They have all the cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Shiba, Doge, everything you need. Learn how to leverage trade it, do it. It's obviously high risk, high reward, but there are easier ways when you play a conservative approach to investing. Otherwise, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video, guys. If you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.